In the key Escape from Strongwall Prison, you are investigators and need to reconstruct the cases of 3 gangster bosses who've broken out of this prison. Although they've now been caught, you are in the dark as to exactly what happened and who escaped from prison and how. Each investigator tries to combine the witness statements, lab results, and gang cards quickly and correctly to solve the 3 cases. The winner is whoever identifies the correct number code using the fewest clues. Game setup. Each investigator takes one briefcase and places it in front of them as a screen. Each investigator also takes an investigation file, a city map, and a pen. Shuffle the large investigation cards and put them color code facing up in the center of the table. Now repeat this with the small gang cards and place them next to the large cards. Both piles must be easy for all players to reach. Leave the solution board in the box initially and do not look at it. It is not needed until the end of the game. Together, select one of the 9 keys and place it in the center of the table between the 2 piles. The color of the key shows you which game version you will play this time. Task. Find out what happened in the 3 cases. Who could open the security door from the outside through a small hole? Who cut a medium-sized hole in the security wire on a window? And who blasted a large hole in the prison wall? The 3 escapees are Gonzo Musone, boss of the Agros, Lady Corinna Windhouse, leader of the Blings, and Nick Rizzo, head of the gang Genius. Exactly 2 of the remaining 6 inmates belong to each of these bosses. Find out who belongs to which boss, and therefore to which gang. The perpetrators used the laundry carts from 3 different laundromats to leave the prison yard. The laundromats are called Miller, Easy Clean, and Deluxe Delight. Which boss hid in which laundry cart? After overwhelming the drivers of the vans, the perpetrators drove to their hiding places: the shady Royal Star Casino, the Classic Cars dealership, and Johnny's Tattoo Studio. But who hid where? Investigate. You all play at the same time and draw any investigation or gang cards from the middle at the same time. Everyone can decide which card they want to take and look at. Draw the right conclusions from the cards and note them down in your briefcase. If you use a card and have placed it behind your briefcase, you may take the next one immediately. Always make sure that the color of the selected key can be found in the color code on the card. Cards without this color code are useless. The cards. The color code on each card indicates which case it is useful for. So if a box on the card is the color of the key you have chosen, it will help you. The category icons show you which information you will find on the investigation or gang cards. The large investigation cards with witness statements may show different information combinations. For example, a perpetrator and their hiding place, or the connection between case number and laundry cart. Other large investigation cards are the lab cards, which offer various puzzles. One type of lab card is the laundry cart card. These always give a clue about a perpetrator and the laundry cart they used. A shoe print reveals the perpetrator. One cart is already ruled out. In one of the other 2, the arrangement of the laundry has changed. This is where the escapee hid. The second type of lab cards are the navigation cards that show you to which hiding place a certain laundry cart was driven. You can analyze the navigation recordings here. By leaving the prison yard by the laundry room, and following the instructions line by line, you can follow the route driven on the map to the correct hiding place. In addition to the large investigation cards that help you solve the 3 cases, there are small gang cards that provide information about the lineup of the gangs. The cell book cards provide general information on how the gangs are divided. The gang symbols clearly show which gang the inmate shown belongs to. For each interrogation card, ask the inmate shown a question about one of the 3 gang bosses and one aspect of their escape. Note, however, that the inmates cover for their own leader, and the answer is a lie if it is about them. The answer you get is only true if the question concerns one of the other 2 bosses. That's why it's always important to know who is in which gang. On some investigation cards, with witness statements, you will find this symbol. If you find it, you must now conduct an open interrogation. This means you take an interrogation card with the correct color code and place it in front of your own briefcase so everyone can see it. If another open interrogation is conducted, the new interrogation card is placed on top of the previous one. Evaluating information. Each card provides you with information that you can use to rule out certain possibilities or establish direct connections. Enter these in your briefcase with your pen. If, for example, you can rule out a perpetrator for a specific case, cross them out. If 2 perpetrators are ruled out for one case, you know that the 3rd person left the cell block this way. In the gang overview on the right side of your briefcase, you can gradually enter which inmate belongs to which gang or not. The clear assignment of a shoe print to a laundry cart brings you just as close to your goal as finding out which hiding place the van drove to, or which gang Greta belongs to. If you can assign exactly 1 boss, 1 laundry cart, and 1 hiding place to each case, the main part of the investigation is done, and you can generate the first number code from the correct solutions using the table on the left of the briefcase. These 3 numbers are entered in the first combination lock at the bottom left. Gang codes. The 3 cases are now solved. To continue modifying the number code until you have the final solution, you must now find out who helped the gangs from the outside. The 2 members of the escapees gang in Case 1 will together guide you to the relevant contact person, who will show you how to change the previous code. Enter the new code into the next combination lock, and repeat this for Case 2 and then for Case 3. The number code that you now enter in the golden lock on the right is your final solution. The first player to do this was the fastest investigator. They snatched the key and placed their pen in the middle to indicate they are done. Others may continue to take cards and analyze them until they've also found a solution. Is everyone ready? Then the fastest investigator takes the solution board and looks to see if there's a lock with their number code there. No? What a pity. The number code you found is incorrect. The next player in a clockwise direction gets to try. Yes? They insert the key into the lock on the solution panel and turn it. Do the colors of the key and lock match? Then the number code is correct. The investigations worked. If not, the investigator made a mistake. Now everyone else checks their solutions. Master Investigator. Has more than one of you found the correct number code? Then check who was the most efficient investigator. Each player adds up the investigative points on the back of all cards they collected. The interrogation cards are special. The more of them you needed, the more investigative points they cost. The first one equals 0 investigative points. The second one equals 1, the third 2, and so on. You don't have to count the face-up interrogations in front of you. As a reward, the fastest investigator may ignore one card of their choice when adding them up. The player with the lowest total investigative points is the master investigator and wins the game. Congratulations! Escape from Strongwall Prison, a game from the Key series from HABA.